all my friends are like Mustangs and Chargers, and I just don't want to show up in something boring.
I saw your inquiry about our Civic Type R. I see here that you just turned 18. You're about to turn 18?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, I turn 18 next week.
Oh, cool. Well, happy early birthday in advance. I also see that you put about $1,000 down on the application.
Yeah, that's correct. My dad's helping me out with that. If I really need to, I could probably do a little bit more, but I'd really rather not.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to be 100% upfront with you. You know, the reason your application caught my eye is just based mostly on your age and no real credit history. A lot of times getting approved for a loan of this amount can be sometimes pretty difficult. So I want to get a little bit more information from you on where you're at with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to start building my credit and start to do some things on my own. That's kind of why I want to do it this way.
That's always a great goal. The important thing is how you start. You know, a lot of banks are going to look mostly for a proven track record or really good history. A lot of times things like income or credit score aren't the only thing they look at. A lot of times starting with a smaller loan first can actually be really beneficial to you.
I'm not really looking for a basic car. You know, all my friends are like Mustangs and Chargers, and I just don't want to show up in something boring.
Gotcha. Yeah, I totally get there. You know, I was young once too. I've owned a lot of cool cars. I see where you're coming from for sure. Even if it doesn't look like that from the outside, you know, you might see people with flashy cars not really know how they actually got them or what their options are.
Yeah, so what do you think you can do for me?
You know, realistically, we're going to need probably at least one of two things, if not both. In most cases, a cosigner with a really good history would be a good starting point, or honestly, a significant down payment, much greater than $1,000. A lot of times, you know, 5 to 10% of the loan. In a situation like this, we would probably want to see close to $10,000 to $15,000 down to get into something like a Type R.
Yeah, I just don't really want a cosigner. You know, I want to be under my name and my name only.
That's a good goal as well. I can totally respect that. If independence is your goal, then honestly, the best move might be starting with just a more affordable Honda. You know, we could get you into like a Civic Sport, maybe even an SI, or just a certified pre-owned model. That would let you start building your credit right away, and then after you've built up some history, it puts you in a really good position to get into a Type R at a later date.
Gotcha. You're just saying that like right now isn't really realistic to get something like a Type R?
You know, not today. That doesn't mean never though. You know, if you start with the right car, make your payments on time, build a solid credit profile, it sets you up to be in a better position to get into a Type R or something even better a lot sooner than you may think.
Okay. Well, I'll think about it. Thank you for giving me a call.
Yeah, if you want, I'd be happy to sit down with you in person, go over some other options, help you set yourself up the right way.
Sounds good. I appreciate you explaining everything.
Absolutely. You just give us a call when you're ready. We're happy to help and explain everything in a way that makes sense.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.